Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of NAAP News Now. My name's Elisa Tagg, and I'm the Association Director for the National Association of Activity Professionals. And I'm so excited to have with us today Ryan Reed of Bream. Hi, Ryan. How are you doing
Hi,
today?
Elisa. I'm so glad to be here too. Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're so excited to welcome you back. The last time, we had you on with us, you were representing Sprat, which I know is still in operation, and Bream is kind of the new dream, I should say, right? So I wanted to just really talk with you about that a little bit more and prepare our viewers because Ryan, you will be our guest webinar speaker next week. And so I think it's really exciting to have this little preview, as we call it, to see how things will be with Bream, and then to talk a little bit more about that so that everybody can be excited to attend your webinar session next week. So let's
Great.
just let's just start right at the top. Will you tell us a little bit more about Bream? I know this is a new venture that you're working with, and so share a little bit more about what Bream is and what it means.
I will. Okay. Hello, everyone. Again, so glad to be here. My name is Brian. I'm the founder of Bream, and Bream provides arts and wellness education to seniors, care providers, and organizations that have proven mental, physical, and emotional health benefits. I'll be speaking in the webinar about all of those health benefits in more detail, and I'll try to touch on it today. But yeah, that's what Bream is. And I'm actually going to share my screen so that I can talk about our name because we get that question a lot. What does Bream mean and where does it come from? And actually, a bream is a small fish that swims in a large school of fish. And when the fish all swim together, it actually protects them from predators. It makes swimming easier and it helps them live longer and healthier lives in the community. So we love that what we can learn from Bream Fish and the idea that community and working together helps us live longer and healthier lives. We are delighted to be partnered with NAAP to deliver this care, and I'm excited to share more with you all today. We are actually publicly launching next week, but giving the NAAP community exclusive access and an insider look at what we're about to launch. So yeah, Elisa, ask away. I'm
Yeah,
happy
I
to.
am super excited and I appreciate you explaining that. I did look up Bream, so I kind of knew that it was the fish concept, and I loved that idea, and I loved how you've been able to incorporate that in with how creative Bream is all about. So Bream is, about empowering older adults to learn, right? And to
Mhm.
share their legacies and improve on their health. So tell us a little bit more. How does that exactly work then?
Yeah, absolutely. So Bream empowers older adults and the staff that serve them through a huge range of classes in the arts and wellness arena. For example, classes in painting, writing, nutrition, dance, exercise and movement, poetry, drawing, and on and on. And all of our classes are either on demand, meaning you can take a class anytime, or live. So you can take that class that you've been eyeing on Thursday morning at 11 a.m. All of our classes are also gerontologist approved and created, excuse me, created specifically for the stages of development that older adults go through. We have a specialized methodology that we've created to keep our content accessible, meaningful, and engaging. So, for example, a popular class we have is memoir writing. And in this class, participants are guided through writing their own memoir or story from their past, and then sharing it with someone in their life. So, woven into each class are threads for improving health and encouraging creative expression.
I think that is so cool, Ryan. And, sounds like there's so many exciting opportunities that can happen with Bream. So tell us a little bit more than how Bream can support our activity professionals, our staff members that are working and currently serving our seniors today.
Yeah, absolutely. I can talk about how we can support staff. I think a good way to start talking about that is actually sharing a bit about our team. So our team has over 240 years experience working in this area. Our advisors are gerontologists, educators, care providers, and they specialize in creating companies designed for seniors. And I think it's very important to know our team members have worked as care providers and service coordinators, including myself. So we know firsthand what it's like to go without quality engagement or to experience burnout and long hours or budgets and limited options. We've been there. And at Bream, we expand your capacity for care. We like to think of ourselves as an extension of your team. So imagine our group of artists, experts, and healthcare professionals supporting you to bring quality, meaningful engagement to your communities daily.
Ryan, I think that is so important. And thank you so much for pointing that out. Because I was going to ask, about your advisors and your staff members, and knowing that they have worked in the industry is huge. Because I think a lot of times when we have people that come from the outside that really don't know what we as caregivers and professionals work with on a daily basis, especially in the COVID world that we all know and love so well now, that it's really challenging for somebody from the outside that has not experienced that. And it's hard for people to accept, guidance or anything like that that comes from them when they haven't lived it. So I think that is really important to hear, that these individuals that you've worked with, your advisors, are healthcare professionals as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll just add that we have been running a pilot since May of our program and talking with activities directors and RSCs and ADs to get feedback. So we are really, we have our own experience, but we know that it could be so different depending on the location. So yeah, I think that's a really important piece to what we're all about, is that we know we've come from a similar place.
Absolutely, so important. So let's talk a little bit more then about the health benefits that come from Bream. Can you share more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I said, I'll be sharing in detail in the webinar, but I'll give an overview now. So our classes bring science-backed emotional, mental, and physical health benefits to seniors. Our curriculum is designed to meet the complex and diverse needs of seniors. And some of those benefits, those health benefits, look like just better overall health, fewer falls, increased morale, and improvements on depression assessments. It looks like less medication usage and reduced loneliness. And I think we all know when we engage the full person, we support their well-being. So we're trying to bring all of those through the diverse curriculum to provide those physical, mental, emotional health benefits.
That's beautiful, because I think sometimes we forget that. I believe wholeheartedly that the United States does as best they can, with understanding how care should be delivered, but we are still so focused on that medical model of care. And I find that the social engagement or the social model of care is far more beneficial. As you just listed these, 8, 9 health benefits on the screen for everybody to see, those are all based on social engagement. Those can all be improved based on social engagement, which is what we want. We want to have overall health. I mean, I think that is such an important thing. Everything you've listed on here is exactly what our organizations, our corporations, this is what they want to see. They want to see these things. And so in order to do that, we have to have this extra support that Bream is available to offer. And I think that is outstanding.
Thank
So
you. Yeah.
what do you think are the best settings, I guess you could say, where Bream can be the most successful?
Yeah. So I'm going to answer this and give 4 examples because Bream is used in a variety of ways. And I do encourage you to visit our website for more information about how it can be used. I'll share more about our site at the end. I'll actually share our site at the end so you can see it.
Perfect.
So those four examples, number one would be a staff member subscribing to Bream. So that would be an activity director, resident service coordinator, et cetera, so that they can stream class content for individuals and groups. Number two would be staff uses Bream to train themselves in arts and wellness classes, which they can then facilitate. And this is for folks who have an interest in bringing arts or wellness programming, but might not be experts, might not feel totally comfortable. And so you can use Bream as a way to get those tools and support. And I will note that that's something that came out of our pilot. We weren't thinking that people would use Bream that way, but our activities professionals said that was a new way they were using it. So yeah, that's number two. Number three is organizations can subscribe. So the whole organization, you'll see here, they would have unlimited accounts for all their staff and all their seniors. And basically everyone would have login access, so they could add Bream to their tablets or their computer labs. So all residents can use Bream whenever they'd like. And then number four, one of my personal favorites, is families subscribing to Bream and doing classes together intergenerationally. So those are the four main ways. And I mentioned before our website. So it is actually live now. Like I said, we're not publicly launched, but you can go here to www.hellobream.com. And I'm actually going to switch over to this site and just give you a view of our homepage. Is that okay, Elisa? And
Absolutely. Please share.
Okay, great. Let me get this set up. Yeah, so this is our homepage. It really goes into a lot of detail about our methodology. So yeah, how we're weaving our methodological approach into every single class. It goes into the classes that we offer. You can get a little bit of a taste on our homepage or click on the classes page and see a little taste of classes that we do offer currently. It goes into, this is the discover more about classes. It has some testimonials from users using the platform in these four different ways that I mentioned. Like Bill W said, I used to get frustrated making art and struggle finding joy and purpose in it. I often felt I was doing something wrong. Through this class, I learned to focus on the process instead of the end result, and I was able to create artwork I'm proud of. That's one of our senior users.
I love that. I love that. Beautifully said.
Yeah. And then it also, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Just keep going, and I will make a comment here at the end. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm happy to answer any of your questions.
Yeah, sure.
It also goes into the plans that we have. I can share a bit about that later. Here's our lovely NAAP partner.
Yeah.
And more about our team. So yeah, this would lead to our team page. And I do just want to mention last thing as I'm sharing this, that you can sign up at the bottom of the page to join our mailing list and hear what we're up to. We send out weekly emails with like even lesson plan ideas and things like that, what new classes are coming out that week. So yeah, you just type in your email here and press submit. Elisa, what were you going to ask me?
Well, you know what? I loved, you were talking about the different plans. Well, first of all, your website is amazing. I love how clean and sleek it is. I chuckled at the very first picture on your homepage of the lady holding the corrugated cardboard border. I thought that was fabulous. I mean, I don't know if that was what you intended. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love that because, I mean, that's an activity director's nightmare right there with decorating bulletin boards with the cute corrugated cardboard border that we do. And I thought it was great. I think that's such a fun photo. And it brought joy to me. And I think that's so important too, is how the website can bring joy to anybody. But what I loved about your different plans that you talked about, or the different ways that the settings could work, was that you can start with just the bare minimum of just having getting training or getting the training to teach the classes or having your whole community involved, including your residents, and then even opening it up further to your whole network of family members as well. And I thought that was really a unique way to start Bream in the right manner, where everybody has that opportunity to take a chance, figure out which plan will be successful for them, which setting will work the most. But personally, I mean, if I was working in an assisted living community or memory care, I would go with that enterprise plan, just because family is so important in keeping them engaged. That's part of that social engagement opportunity too. So I think that's kind of like where I go, with wondering, okay, so how can I get started on this? What can I do? And I think before we get to that though, I really want to learn a little bit more about the staff training that you talked about. How does Bream offer those training opportunities for the staff to help serve their seniors? So if that is the plan, that your organization wants to go with at this point, is to have the activity director or the life enrichment director learn a little bit more about how they can provide classes or anything like that. Tell us a little bit more about how that would work.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just want to say that this picture to me says seniors are cool, which is something I believe. And so that's why it's right there on the top of our homepage.
I think that is such a cool picture. I mean, it's something that we all see all that time, that corrugated cardboard.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So to your question, I just wanted to mention
No worries. Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, in terms of our certification program and yeah, staff training, we currently have a wait list for our Bream certification program. And this program is a concise, affordable training program led by our content experts. And I'm going to show you just directly on our site how you can sign up for the wait list. So you'll go to the contact page here and just scroll down to the form, this first form, put in your name, email, and then select I'm interested in Bream training for staff. Write us a little message about what you're excited about and press submit, and you'll then be added to the wait list, and we'll get back to you when there's available, there's openings for you. So yeah, that's how people can get more.
Love that. And I'm going to tell you, Ryan, I'm sure you've already learned this as you've met with the activity directors that you've been working with in your pilot program. But I think as an activity professional, we all like to have extra letters behind our names, saying that we're certified in different training. And so I think this is a really cool opportunity. So I would encourage everybody to go on here and submit your name and get interested in doing the Bream training for yourself and get certified in that, so that you can start really promoting it more in your communities too, to get the enterprise plans and the things like that.
Yeah, I will add that in the program, we're giving you insight, like an insider's view on our methodological approach. So you'll learn all those tools that we use to facilitate a successful creative or wellness program. So yeah, I think it's a great added skill to have when you're using Bream. It's not necessary, but it adds that certification and the additional thing behind your name. Absolutely.
Well, I love that too, because we have a lot of new professionals that are working in our memory care and in our assisted living communities, our retirement communities. A lot of new professionals that have come in that ask the questions a lot on social media. I don't even know where to begin. And so I would encourage everybody to begin with Bream, because I think that would be the best way to bring in the holistic approach of care here, in understanding, what Bream's about, understanding how to empower older adults, how to be able to share their legacies and improve their overall health, as you shared in the benefits that come from utilizing a social engagement platform like Bream. So
yeah, I think that's what we all want, right? We want to help, we want to support and help improve the people's health that we care for. So yes, 100%.
Yeah, and I think even our seniors that are still high functioning but living in our communities, they want to have something that's going to bring value to them as well. And I really believe that Bream is a great option for that too, to really bring together the value of everything. What's
It's
that?
actually the classes are really entertaining.
Oh, awesome. Well, I love it.
Starts with cute music. Maybe a future session I could show a class or
I
something.
love it. I love it. And this lady
Yeah.
is just loving life too. I love her in her bright colors too. She
Beanie,
looks
yeah.
beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And so, can they use that you just showed that contact form? Is that a great form for individuals to use to learn more about how to bring Bream to their communities as well?
Yes. So there are actually two ways you could do that.
Okay.
If,
Okay.
I'm going to start with actually the plans page because this is for
Perfect.
if you already know based on looking at our site or hearing from me that you want to start using Bream, you know it'll be a great fit. You can actually subscribe directly on our site. So it has our professional plans here. This is for staff. So 5 staff members have access at one location. We support you with program planning, that personalized support. And then this is that organization one I mentioned where you
Mhm.
have unlimited accounts to use with staff, residents, family. This is also at one location and it includes analytic reports so you know how much your community is using the platform. And if
Perfect.
you do subscribe annually, you get 1 free month. So there's a big discount if you do choose to sign up that way. And then if you'd like to learn more, you have some questions, you need to understand more, you can actually just go to this button right below and book a demo with us. So this would be a one-on-one with one of our team members. And yeah, during that demo, you can ask questions, start to talk about like how this could work in your community. We have a lot of insights about that. And you can also get a sneak peek inside the platform, watch a class or two. And so that's a great option. You can choose either based on where you're at. And our site publicly launches next week on October 11th, like I said, but the NAAP community can already access it. So you just need to go to www.hellobream.com. And you can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. It's just at Hello Bream. And I also want to put out there if you want to email us directly with questions, it's just hellobreamteam@gmail.com. So you can reach out to us directly. But the site has everything you need. It has our FAQs, it has, everything I think you'll need to understand all that Bream is.
Yeah, I am very impressed with your site, Ryan. I think it is
Yeah.
very user friendly. Those of us that don't like computers, I think it's very easy though to locate things. The buttons are big and bright, and I think that's important, as we age and we want to have the ability to still function. I think that is such an
Yeah.
important thing to have a great user friendly website such as the Hello Bream website. And that we have those links are available in the Facebook Live. They'll be on our YouTube channel as well, so people can have easy access to them with no issues.
Great. We did make those buttons big and designed it with seniors in mind because we do have an individual plan, which I didn't share about, but that's for individuals at home to sign up and do classes from home like a senior.
Awesome.
So we wanted it to, yeah, feel really friendly and easeful to use.
Well, I think that is awesome, Ryan, that you're encompassing home care as well and having individuals that live in their private homes, they can still utilize this service too, which I think is phenomenal as more and more of our aging population wants to age in place. That's a great option that they have to still have engagement from their
Mhm.
home, and to be safe through the engagement. I love how everything's virtual and online. And I know you still do some classes with Sprat in person, depending on the regions or the locations. And so it's kind of
Yeah.
cool how Bream has taken this now to that global market, I guess you could say, where everybody can have access to it, not just in a
Yeah.
small location.
Yeah, so now if you want in-person arts and wellness, we have that. If you want online arts and wellness, we have that. Yeah, people can reach out to that same email and ask about our in-person programs too.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, Ryan, thank you. We are almost out of time, so I want to just thank you so much for your time today and
Thank you,
sharing how
Elisa.
art and wellness and how important the two go hand in hand. I'm not creative. I know that I have some friends that will definitely vouch for that. They've been with me in creative things, and but I love the fact that there's these tutorials that can help our our residents become creative. And just like what the testimony you shared of Bill and how he was just as frustrated as probably I get when I do art projects. So having the ability to feel like you've accomplished something is phenomenal in itself right there.
Yeah, we believe anyone can be creative and make art.
Yay!
Even you, Elisa,
even me,
even you.
friends who know me personally, even Elisa can be creative. No, that's great. Well, we appreciate your time, and I want to remind everybody, Ryan will be giving our NAAP webinar next Wednesday, October 12th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So we encourage you to go to the NAAP website and register for that webinar if you've not already, so that you can learn even more about Bream and the health benefits that come from using Bream and using art with therapy and wellness. So
I'm
for
like
that,
looking forward to that. I hope
yay!
to see a
Well,
lot of you
I'm
there.
looking forward to it as well, and maybe I'll learn even some more there. Thank you
Great.
for that. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us today, and I encourage you all to stay safe and stay sane, and we will see you back here on our next NAAP News Now. Take care, everybody. Have
Thank
a great
you.
day.